If you have something to confess, do it now. If you have something to confess, do it now. If you have something to confess, do it now.
So, welcome to this tutorial series. My name is Christopher. I am currently a senior animator at Team2 in France, and I'll be going through the shot that you just saw, animating it from basically from what we have here, a T-pose, to final shot, and I'll be doing it as live as I can, hopefully not editing anything out. So the rig is a really nice rig created by Casper, and I'm sure there will be links in the description and everything so you can find out exactly how to get his rigs, because he's a really good rigger. Lots of flexibility, as we'll see when we go through and animate it. So I should just go through the shot real quick.
If you have something to confess, do it now. If you have something to confess, do it now.
So it's a nice 105 frame shot. It's not too long. We have some clear, like this is a nice key. This is probably where I'll start. Then we have some nice separation between the shoulders and the rest of the body and the head, particularly in the way that it moves up. The shoulders start coming up, then they all meet, shoulders stop, and the head continues up, then shoulders down, then the head down, little head bobbing. The head is sort of leading this turn, and like this is going to be a really important key to get that sense of a little bit of a menacing, kind of in control, very sort of relaxed, threatening character. Then this is probably the other extreme.
Do it now.
And then a nice settle here. I can already anticipate right now that I'll have to deal with the movement here because it's very long and it's very slow. Something's gonna have to happen there to make it work, but we'll figure it out as we go along. I should do a quick talk about the rig setup. I like to animate with FK unless character sort of leaning up against something, but I like to keep my FK not in chest space. Like whatever else you can, sometimes you can do like hip space, or you can do world space, basically, so it doesn't move at all with anything. And what that means is, and it's the same for the head. So when I move the hips right now, for instance, you'll notice that of course the arms are translating. It's following the chest in translation, so it's not like it's tearing off the arms, but it's not inheriting the rotation of, because normally it would be like this. And personally find that a little bit tricky, because every time you want to go in and do so, let's say you have a pose you quite like this. You have your arm down, so, and let's do it quick. So if you just want to, actually I want to tweak the chest a little bit, but the arms I kind of like. You can just do tweaking and the arms will stay. They don't have to follow. It's kind of like this weird look between FK and IK, but you have, I don't know, I find it easier to control the arms in FK, sorry, especially when they're just sort of dangling by his side, and in this shot they're gonna do a little bit of sort of out and settling in and stuff. So with that being said, I think it's just time to animate really, and I know already that especially when I do keys and lip sync, it's difficult for me to talk while I do it, because it requires a lot of thinking. Hopefully when we get past those things and I can do like breakdowns, polish and offsetting and stuff like that, it will be a little bit easier for me to talk. But I'll try and do my best and keep it entertaining. And we'll basically go through the whole thing. Like first we want to set the keys that I have marked in my video reference. Then I'll go through how to go from step to spline in a way that you don't lose all your work and you don't find it that I had all this nice stuff and now it's just a big mess. Like hopefully we'll get through it kind of smoothly, and I can show you how to clean up your spline so you have everything that you had in your step. It will be there in spline, clean and nice, but now it's just lacking all that polished detail. And then we'll go through and polish it up, make really nice lip sync, eye animation. We make sure that we incorporate the cheeks and the nose to make the face seem fleshy. We want to go through offset some stuff so everything doesn't start and stop at the same time. And hopefully we can do all that within a couple of hours. I'm not entirely sure how long this will be. I think probably 3 to 5 hours. Not entirely sure. Maybe it will be a lot more. Maybe I'm super fast and it will be a lot less, but I wouldn't count on it. So with that, let's just jump straight into animation. Take a big cup of coffee. I know I will. And I'll be back in just a second when we start adding in some keys. So see you later.